Alive and alert on the north side of the dirt. It is your man D-Real coming at you with another Be Real with D-Real, where edutainment is what I do. Well, y'all see it. Y'all see the T'Challa stuff on the wall back here and up there. Okay. So yeah, that's what this is. That's what this is. And I want to address it in the best way that I can address it. Just sort of a recap of the events that have went up to this point. And before we get off into the recap, of course, I need y'all to do what y'all always do for me. Comment, like, subscribe, and share the Be Real with D-Real page so that when the material comes out, you get first crack at it, like this right here. If you dig it, what a brother's shoveling, put some dirt in my bucket. Comment, like, subscribe, and share to the Be Real with D-Real page. I am just sort of doing a timeline and update, more or less, hitting some bullet points, maybe not all bullet points, but enough of them for you to know what's going on. December 8th, 2020. Well, let's go back. August 2020 was the passing of Chadwick Boseman. It wasn't until December of that same year that we saw, 2 days before the Disney shareholders meeting, Derek Boseman say he believes a narrative is being pushed with Marvel Studios. He also believes, well, not believes, but that he's had discussions with his brother, and his brother more than believes that that role should be cast. Okay. So, fact, the Boseman family wants that role recast. Kevin Boseman has been quoted as saying that the role should be recast. So both of Chad's family members are in agreement on that score, that the role of T'Challa should indeed be recast. Okay, let's fast forward to the spring of 2021 when E-Man began the recast T'Challa petition, which currently is at 60, I think I saw 62,000 signatures. In the scheme of things, probably not a whole lot of signatures, but it's enough to where this movement should be noticed. And clearly there are enough people raising and rising up with anti-cast sentiment. So if this were nothing, if it wasn't effective or wasn't doing what it was supposed to do, it would be ignored, right? If the recast T'Challa movement, if the recast T'Challa petition meant nothing or wasn't striking a vein, wasn't striking a vein, wasn't striking a chord, nobody be talking about it, negative or otherwise. But there were anti-recasters, heavy anti-recast sentiment. And a lot of that sentiment came from an emotional place. Okay? There's also another video quoting, when I'm quoting Nate Moore, saying that they were not recasting T'Challa in the MCU 616 universe. And also, I would say to take note of the fact that Nate Moore did, in fact, say MCU 616 universe. And then later on, during this Doctor Strange and in the Multiverse of Madness, we hear it referred to as the 616 universe. We hear Kevin Feige refer to the MCU as the 616 universe. So the people who are anti-recast at Marvel Studios also have an agenda to make the 616 the MCU. Okay, so we know for a fact, not speculation, not some shit we talking about, not some conspiracy theory stuff. We know for a fact many executives at Marvel Studios have said they aren't going to recast T'Challa. Again, a fact. Also a fact. More than one member of the Boseman family has stated after having conversations with their brother, they believe he wanted the role of T'Challa to continue. So if he wanted the role of T'Challa to continue, that means he wanted the role recast. So from what we know now, it is clear Marvel Studios is not interested in honoring the wishes. Notice the word I used, honoring the wishes of the Boseman family. And what could be interpreted as probably one of the last requests Chad would make. So I guess what this boils down to is this. There are some consistencies in this story, and there are some inconsistencies in this story. And I'm paraphrasing because I'm not going to go blow by blow by blow by blow by blow and mention every little nuanced thing and every little overt thing in relation to recast T'Challa and Marvel Studios and the beef they have with it. So this is my thought process. This has been going on since 2020, more or less. 2021 in earnest, if we want to be, accurate. Since 2021, the struggle's been going on with a recast. All the while, Black Panther Wakanda Forever has continued shooting and has completed shooting. So was their focus to complete the movie? And was that also a convenient excuse not to address the recast movement? And how do you address us respectfully if you have no intent whatsoever of capitulating to our request? How do you do that respectfully? How do we respectfully say we're sick of the smoke and mirrors? Okay, we have presented all the necessary evidence to show that there is no good reason, or at least not any uncontested reason, why you can't recast this character. I'm not saying recast the character. Well, obviously, you're not going to be able to recast the character in Wakanda Forever because you have already made it known the movie is complete. And unless, Marvel is famous for, telling you one thing and then doing something different. Oh, no, that's not going to happen in this movie. And then all of a sudden it happens in the movie. Now, here's some speculation for you that you may not have thought about. What if Marvel is aware of the fact that not recasting T'Challa is going to create a void? And rather than place an M'Baku or a Shuri in the mantle of the Black Panther, how about we just not put anyone in that mantle? But then that's going to create the obvious problem. How in the heck are you going to have a movie called Black Panther Wakanda Forever and no Black Panther in it? So the emphasis should be on the Wakanda Forever and not on the Black Panther. Then simply call the movie Wakanda Forever and take the Black Panther's name out of it, since there isn't going to be, or potentially there could be no Black Panther at all in it. Kind of sense does that make? I mean, but we've already, again, had that discussion too. So I'm not going down the rabbit hole of all of that. Bottom line, it is June 20th. The time for negotiation, the time for speaking nice, playing with kid gloves, doing all of that. Well, let's just give them a chance too. And let's just talk to them about while all the while we are pushing and endorsing and acknowledging all manner of products being put out by Marvel Studios. So my question is this: if Recast T'Challa is a movement, if Recast T'Challa is designed specifically to address the inequities that are being perpetrated by Disney and Marvel Studios towards the character of T'Challa, why are we giving the rest of their shit airplay? Why are we rocking with Moon Knight? Why are we rocking with Ms. Marvel? Why are we getting ready to rock with She-Hulk and Secret Invasion and all of this other stuff when they can't even address a petition? When they can't even address all the many times it's been asked and requested of them to do so. But we want to play nice with these people. You know what I'm saying? We want to talk about their television shows, and we want to review their movies, and we want to address what's coming up next in Marvel and Disney. Why? What in the hell for? Why should we give them airplay? Why should we help them to push their narrative? Why should we help them to make money when they won't even address a simple thing like a petition? I'll be fine with Kevin Feige, Nate Moore, somebody like that coming back on and doing a video or something or an interview and saying, F them cats in the recast movie. Don't nobody give a F what they doing. F them. That I can respect more. You know what I'm saying? I can respect a racist more who makes it obvious that they're racist. Not necessarily respect, but I guess I can identify a little better with somebody who lets me know where they stand versus somebody who does all of this cloak and dagger shit behind my back or says one thing and then does something different when ain't nobody else looking. And then to further that humiliation, push a narrative like the people trying to petition for what's right, what's just, what's fair are the problem. Did nobody tell y'all to formulate or make a decision in minutes? Did nobody tell y'all to play wild and loose with Chadwick Boseman like y'all were playing with him? Because you were already talking about recasting the character in April of 2018. Wow, you're making a lot of accusations, D. But you know what? All of this stuff is very easily locatable on YouTube. I ain't said nothing you can't go and look up. It's been a whole year. I've been talking about this same stuff. Other pro recasters have been posting videos and talking about this same stuff. So if you're a Johnny come lately to the game and you're saying, I need to see this and I need you to show me this, y'all ain't bashful using Google any other time. So go ahead and use Google to look up the Urban Faith Ministries video, the first Disney shareholders video where Feige makes the announcement, the Recast T'Challa petition and movement, and all subsequent negative response that's all over Twitter. Real thing. I ain't said nothing that was a lie. Bottom line, we have to choose sides, and we have to stay on those sides, Are you pro recast or are you anti recast? And if you're going to be anti recast, you need to be 100% anti recast. You're going to be pro recast, you need to be 100% pro. Not on the fence, not one day saying y'all cool, but then the next day saying y'all ain't cool. If I were the leader of a movement, people would not be asking whose team I'm on. People would not be asking what side have you chosen. People would not be asking who you riding with. It will be obvious who I'm riding with. It might be obvious. It might not be so obvious to the layman, but it's obvious to the people on the inside that some of us ain't riding 100 per for this cause because we're worried about what folks say is going to impact the movement. At this point, if we don't say anything, it ain't gonna be no damn movement. The movie gonna come and go, but we need to make it known how we feel about it. If people don't know how we feel about it, you know what I'm saying? I can say with my mouth that I love T'Challa and I want him honored. But if I go and cozy up and start watching Disney Plus shows and telling y'all about Disney Plus shows, Disney is connected with Marvel and Marvel is the ones doing this. So we just gonna keep talking about Marvel Studios and Marvel this and Marvel that like they aren't the very, you know what I'm saying? It's like we're mesmerized. It's like the nerd in us is like, but I got to talk about this stuff. I have to. I must talk about it because I feel I'll be losing out. Well, I'm going to let y'all know. When I say I'm going to die on this hill, I'm going to die on this hill. Okay? You ain't going to catch me doing no fucking reviews about no Marvel-based movies if they ain't even addressing what's going on with T'Challa. You ain't going to catch me doing no fucking reviews about no Disney Plus shows when that's the very people who need to address this situation. Why in the hell would I do that? That makes no sense to me. If I'm down with a cause, I'm down with a cause, not just down with that cause on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Yo, look here. I said what I need to say. And anybody who feels a certain way about it, drop it in the comments. Or, you know, as my man Nas say, I ain't hard to find. Drop it all in the comments, whatever you want to say. Okay, but remember, I match energy. Okay? I'll be coming at y'all with another one of them other ones. And until I do, yo, y'all be good to each other.